The Silent Violinist, by Melissa Taggart, where gray waves heaved like restless beasts and the sky hung low with bruised clouds, a forgotten music hall crouched at the edge of the cliff. Its stained glass windows dulled by years of salt spray, its chandeliers hung limp with cobwebs, and its velvet curtains sagged like heavy shadows. Yet every Friday Serafina, the silent violinist, filled its hollow belly with music. She had no voice, a childhood illness had stolen it. But her violin spoke with a depth words could never reach, pouring out melodies that soared like gulls over the crashing sea. The townsfolk gathered, their eyes flickering with wonder, though whispers often followed her. Cursed, they said. Her silence must be the price. Serafina only smiled. Her music wasn't born of curses. It was her poise, her way of answering the darkness. On one thunderous night, when rain lashed the cliffs and the sea screamed against the rocks, she prepared to play for an empty hall. As her bow hovered over the strings, the door groaned open. A man stepped inside, his coat dripping and his wide-brimmed hat casting a shadow that seemed to stretch across the room. His eyes gleamed cold and sharp, like winter ice. "Play for me," he commanded, his voice as deep as the storm. Though his presence chilled the air, Serafina raised her bow. Her music swelled, weaving the storm's fury into a tapestry of sound. The man sat motionless, watching her with an unsettling intensity. When the final note faded, he spoke. "One more song," he said. "Play it, and I will restore your voice. Refuse, and you will lose your music forever." Her heart hammered, fear clawing at her resolve. But audacity whispered louder. Serafina lifted her bow, not for the man, but for herself. Her final song burned with defiance, each note a flame in the shadows. The light of her music filled the hall, driving the man into nothingness. As the storm stilled, Serafina gasped, a sound. Her voice reclaimed not by his bargain, but by her courage to choose the light over fear.